Motorcycling doesn't always mean the need for speed, the rush that you get from twisting the throttle all the way. Sometimes it is also about leisure. And when it comes to riding leisurely, there are no better motorcycles than modern classics.
The Bullet is one of the two models along with the classic 350 which have turned around the fortunes of Royal Enfield. The Bullet 350, this model, has been in production for 92 years, 9 decades. That's the legacy of Royal Enfield and the Bullet. But now, after all these years, we have a new contender, the heavily updated Jawa 350. Lots and lots of updates. This is almost a new generation motorcycle. So, will the Jawa 350 be able to knock the Bullet 350 and Royal Enfield off its perch? That's what we aim to find out in this comparison review. But before we begin, I request you to subscribe to the carandbike YouTube channel and click on the bell notification icon in case you haven't already.
One of the USPs of the modern classic motorcycle has to be the design, the way the bike feels on the road. And in that regard, the Bullet looks and feels timeless. With its iconic silhouette and old school charm, the hand-painted pinstripes on the fuel tank, the near-perfect circular front fender, the headlight nacelle, and the bold badging on the sides, the Bullet 350 is still a looker. No wonder it also won the Modern Classic Motorcycle of the Year at the 2024 Car and Bike Awards. The Jawa 350 on the other hand is again a beautiful looking machine. The round headlight, retro speedometer which reads from the right to left, and the gleaming chrome on the fuel tank make it abundantly clear that the Jawa is no less than the Bullet. With different silhouettes and shapes, it is difficult to pick a clear winner for design. But I may have favored the Jawa if it had the windscreen fitted onto it, like the one we had for a first ride at the Run of Kutch. The other highlight is the fact that Jawa did well to hide cables and wiring on the motorcycle, better than the previous model and the Bullet 350 as well. The overall quality of materials used and the fit and finish is better on the Jawa 350. The welds on the Bullet could have been better and smoother. Both motorcycles are similarly kitted out, both get dual channel ABS, a retro analog instrument console with a small digital display. Between the two, it is the Bullet that has a more legible console. The unit on the Jawa is absolutely flat and is angled away from the rider, so it becomes a tad cumbersome to read the digits on the go. The Jawa 350 gets a fully revamped engine based on customer feedback, the details of which are on Car and Bike's first ride video of the motorcycle. Between the two bikes, there is a difference of 15cc, 2 bhp and 1.1 Nm and 1 kg. The numbers are on your screen, but where the difference lies is in the fact that the Jawa gets a 6-speed gearbox with a slip and assist clutch, and of course, the way both motorcycles behave on the road.
Few motorcycles can match the calm yet satisfying riding experience of the Bullet 350. When it comes to bottom end and mid-range grunt, the Bullet 350 pulls like a freight train. And yes, the engine, the J series engine, feels refined and has this nice, easygoing, relaxed character which makes you enjoy the ride all the more. On the other hand, the Jawa 350 with all its updates, particularly to the engine, matches up to the Bullet 350 in terms of performance and engagement. In fact, if you want to please the enthusiastic rider in you, then the Jawa 350 is a better option because it feels more natural to ride, it is slightly more engaging, and yes, the Jawa also scores over the Bullet in terms of handling and braking.
The acceleration is better on the Jawa and it feels more eager to build up speed than the Bullet.
The Jawa 350 feels easier to lean into corners, tip into corners, and yes, the braking performance on the Jawa 350 is better than that of the Bullet, whereas the Bullet has a slightly spongier braking, and yes, the response time in case of panic braking is better on the Jawa. But where the Bullet 350 scores back again is the fact that it has a plusher ride quality. The suspension is nicely set up and the seat itself is very plush and comfortable. So in case you want to spend long hours riding, then the Bullet 350 is a better bet. But the Jawa 350, it has a slightly stiffer setup, and the fact that the front end feels slightly softer and the rear suspension feels stiffer, there's a slight mismatch. And the seat itself on the Jawa is stiffer. So for long commutes, the Jawa 350 is okay, average. But again, the Jawa 350 gets a 6-speed gearbox compared to the 5-speed unit on the Bullet, and yes, this also gets a slip and assist clutch as standard fitment. So engaging the gearbox and the clutch on the Jawa 350 is much more pleasurable.
So the ageless, timeless design that the Bullet has, in more cases than not, makes the Bullet 350 a regular spectacle on Indian roads. The Jawa is the newer model, and with it comes exclusivity. On a ride, it certainly turned heads and commanded admiring glances from others. If relaxed riding is what you prefer, then the Bullet 350 will be the better option. And the fact that Royal Enfield's sales and service network is vastly superior, it makes the Bullet the more practical choice, and it offers better resale value too. But if you want a modern classic with a distinct flavor and sporty fervor, then the Jawa 350 is right up your alley.
So to answer the question, which of these is the better bike? Well, it's a tough nut to crack and there is no straight answer. Both bikes are evenly matched. In terms of design, I find that the Bullet 350 has much better appeal, but then the Jawa 350 is a good looking bike too with better fit and finish. And if you talk about the performance, again, the Jawa 350 offers more engaging riding experience, while the Bullet 350 is much more comfortable and much plusher. Both bikes have the same pricing. The top end price of the Bullet is around 2,16,000 rupees and the Jawa 350 is priced at 2,15,000 rupees. But yes, the starting price of the Bullet 350 is around 1,73,000 rupees. So it all depends on your personal choice. Which motorcycle do you like more? Which motorcycle do you want in your garage? But whether it's the Bullet or the Jawa, you won't go wrong either ways. If you liked this video, please do give it a thumbs up and please do share this video with your family and friends. I'll see you in the next one.